All right. What it do, everyone's welcome back. We are here at the ACE of Spades podcast, like usual. Um, I am your host, Marcus, aka E. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me baby. You know what I'm saying? Uh, man, woof! It has been a long, long while since we did this thing. So I'm trying to get back into back into this. But I am nevertheless happy to be back, man. We doing our thing, man. Mr. Dizzel TV, welcome all to the first stream of 2024, man. Yes, sir, man. Give it up for that one. Yes. Yeah, man. It was a long road to get here, because you was a part of this. We was actually supposed to be on here last week, but your boy wasn't feeling too good, so we didn't get the chance to make it. But I'm back now, so we here doing the thing, and we doing a little bit different here than what we normally do. Okay, I know some people might be like, "Wait a minute, this is not Sunday. Wait a minute, we're getting the news. What's going on here?" Or maybe we talking about the men and the women thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? What are we going to get? I know I kind of threw all that at you at one time, at one point in time, but now I'm kind of redoing the whole thing. We're going and I'm I'm only here for Dizzle, says Jacquard Lee. Um, I think a lot of people share the same sentiment. I'm pretty much just in the way before you get to Dizzle, so I'm gonna hurry this up because I don't want your fans mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm happy to be back here, man. Happy to be here with my guys, man. We here doing this whole new thing. All right. So what are you doing? What is going on here? What I see the title, and yes, that is exactly it. We're doing the Way of the Superior Man. It's kind of a book club right now. Okay, I noticed that in a lot of the podcasts, in this arena, we kind of wait a minute. It's that is that pumpkin? you you speak of? I don't know who is Pumpkin. I don't know. I don't. We'll have to ask. We'll have to ask. But says this Riz. But yeah, what are we doing? What we're going for here? What we're going for here is basically, um, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. The whole thing, the whole space, man. You'll hear people kind of talking at each other. I know that when we did our thing, especially on our Kings of Spades and Queen of Spades, there was a lot of good things that were being said. A lot of great things both ways, men and women. But I feel like we kind of went awry a little bit, and this is where I kind of credit Prophet for this one, because we often had the dialogue, and he's like, yo, how do you fix these things, the rift between men and women? And he was like, yo, you got to start with the men. And I'm like, no, man, it start with the women. What are you talking about? I still believe that, however, but I do think that two things can be true, right? At the same time. So I do think that at this point, maybe it is smarter or best to gear this towards the men. So I'm like, you know what, man, let me go ahead and empower my men here, so they can then empower their sons and everything. Sup, Zach? Zach Davis, man, what up, man? That was my supervisor when I was in the military, and I'm pretty sure Dizzle knows. Stay here, because you probably gonna know who Dizzle is as well, Zach. But yeah, so just to start off and get everything going, but just trying to get some answers here, you know what I'm saying? Because I think this is the issue. Like, a lot of people don't know the answers, right? They don't have the answers, and I'm one of those people that do not have the answers on how to make this thing work. So I really want to provide and check out some self-help books and bring the information that I've learned to you all, to make better individuals. You know what I'm saying? If it applies, cool. If not, then discard it. But I'm gonna give you the information that I get, and then I'm gonna bring it here, and then we're gonna have a discussion about it. All right. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and get this thing started real quick. before do, let's get some housekeeping things real quick. All right, so housekeeping. If you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button. Also you can hit the sub button if you like, hit the notification so that way you know every time we go live. All right. Donations are accepted. I got the Cash App down there. You do not have to donate, however, but if the spirit moves you, please feel free to. You can leave a message in there as well. I'll read that. And at the end of every month, the last stream of the month, I'm gonna try to continue with the giveaway. So if you come in, I'll throw a raffle out. All you gotta do is type in whatever the phrase is or whatever it is, and it will automatically enter you into a chance to win something from the little spinny thing back here. All right, we got some things on the spinny thing. You can win something, and we'll make it happen. All right. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and get into introducing some people here. All right. I do have a young man by the name of, actually, he was born and raised from the city of Chicago. He has traveled from the Midwest and down south to pursue his passion for big and small screen storytelling with a bachelor's of science degree from Full Sail University in cinematography, in digital cinematography. You can find him on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and here on YouTube under the handle at DizRizEnt. We already seen him up in the comment section already. I think that was DizRiz TV, but you about to find out he got a lot of them, right? Speaking of YouTube, he has several channels under the name DizRiz ENT, DizRiz Boondocks Reviews, DizRiz Cinematic Reviews, and his cinematic gaming channel, DizRiz TV Media. All right, this guy is busy, man. He also has a stream on Twitch under the handle DizRiz at DizRiz. He has an extensive experience in production of a wide variety of films, including those in the real estate industry, the music industry, documentaries, web series, commercial, feature films, PSAs, and much, much more. You may check out his videos on YouTube under the handle DizRizEnt, or visit his website at www.dizriz.com. For serious inquiries, go to www.dizrizent.com. And lastly, he got that merch, dog. So if you want some of the flyest gear, man, check it out. It is at www. You guessed it, DizRizEntMerch.com, man. Let me go ahead and welcome in the one, the only Mr. DizRizEnt. What it do, man?
Man, I'm coolin', man. How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm happy to be back, man. I'm happy to be here with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that we doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a beautiful feeling, man. And I'm happy to have you on, man. How's everything going?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. We got the band back together. We back in here.
You know, I lost a step. You know what I'm saying, in this whole thing, but I'm trying to get it back together. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we like the Temptations. We bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
hey, man. All we need is one mic. Shoot, we got it. All right. Next, I want to bring up the one, the only man, Mr. Dizzel himself. You've seen him on the ACE of Spades podcast, on the King of Spades podcast, and I want to even maybe say probably in the comment section of the Queens of Spades podcast. Not giving a F, man. Always putting his foot on their throat, man. Give it up for none other than Mr. Dizzel himself. What it do, my guy?
What's good? What's good?
Hey, Zach, do you remember him? Hey, you remember Zach?
I don't know who Zach is.
Ah, man, you would know him if you seen him, man. He was a cool dude. He was in the fourth with us. Might be giving up too much information. He was in.
They got us now. Come on up.
Yeah, he was there with us, man. Cool supervisor, cool dude, man, all around. Yeah, he was a great individual. Man, Dizzel, how have you been, sir?
Man, everything's good, man. 2024 starting off real good. You know what I'm saying? Got that hundo. So, you know, everything's good with that. So I'm chilling, man.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all, says Miss Shanti. I don't know if I like her or not. Zach Davis laugh out loud on that one. Yeah. I know. I probably sure that you probably remember Dizzel. He's a crazy character. His ENT says, "Hey, cousin, Shanti, you do not. Yeah, I don't know if I like her yet. I'm not gonna say anything bad about her because I don't know if I like her yet. But hey, Shanti, thank you for being here, as well as Zach as well, man. Thank you for coming through and show some love. Yeah. So, I mean, how's the New Year's been going for you, thus far, Dizzel? God damn.
No, I'm cooling, man. Shit, just chilling, man. That's about it. Trying to get this word of this book, and you know what I'm saying, start living by the book, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. Okay. So have you, because like for those that may not know, I have not dove all the way into this book yet. I'm as I get it, I jot it down and I bring it to y'all. So I haven't gotten into it yet, but what have you dived into it a little bit?
No, I thought we was gonna stay on pace with everybody. I didn't want to get ahead of nobody.
Okay, yeah, no worries. All right. And Riz, man, how's this year been treating you, man? We haven't been on this thing since last year.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Man. But everything is everything. Everything moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying? 2024 looking good. It's looking good. You know what I'm saying? Got some stuff in the work, so it's looking good. It's on pace.
Shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. You looking good. I like that hoodie you got, man.
I appreciate it. I second that. I appreciate
it. My man. All right. So we're gonna get right into this thing. So basically what we're doing is we're breaking down the book piece by piece. There are going to be other books that we do as well. Right now, this is where we're starting at because I think this might be a good starting point to bounce off of, to go to other things and other aspect of just men life in general, right? So if people are rocking with it and they're this is what they like, we'll definitely continue this, especially if it's beneficial. We'll definitely keep if people getting some out of it, man, I think we should keep this thing going. So this is the test pilot right now, all right, of what's to come. All right, so what we did do is get the book. We got the book. We went through it. Right now, we did not. I want to take my time with it. All right. So right now, what I started off with when it comes to the way of the superior man was I literally just did the intro, right? Because I thought that it was a good little foundation of, what the book is, what direction it might be going in, things that they're going to be talking about, right? So this is some of the things that I believe is going to be in the book that we're going to be talking about. So we're going to go through some of these things real quick. Oh shoot, where my thing at? All right. So okay. So the first thing, and I don't know if we're going to hear this a lot. I read another book that was by a different author, but he got a lot of his stuff from this guy. And one of the things that I did notice was that he talked about polarity a lot, right? So what is actually polarity? All right. The quality or conditions inherent in a body that exhibit opposite properties or powers in opposite parts or direction, or that exhibits contrast properties or power in contrast parts or directions. All right. Basically, what I took it as is yin and yang. All right. So this is kind of the yin and yang polarity, right? So what is our so he's going to talk about polarity, I believe, in the book. All right, he's going to talk about polarity. Now, polarity and what? So this is basically, from what I've gathered so far, is it's based off of masculine and feminine. This is what I got so far from the book. All right, from what I read. So who is this book for? Right? It's for everybody. All right, all sexual orientations, whether you're homosexual or heterosexual, right? You only need, for this book to apply, you only need a masculine pole and a feminine pole in the relationship. And guess what? It's interchangeable. It doesn't, just because you're the woman doesn't mean that you can't be masculine, and just because you're the male, I guess, doesn't mean that you can't be feminine, I guess. Overtly or more majority wise, that way, right? So, all you need is the opposite poles. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you What do you think about that so far? All you need is just the opposite poles, Dizzle.
Yeah, just north and south. That's it. You know.
All right, man. It's interchangeable. You know what I'm saying, Steve? We will be, and again, this is all in the intro part of. I'm only covering the intro right now for the Way of the Superior Man. I have not gotten to chapter 1. That'll be the next one that we do will be into chapter 1. And we'll dive into some of those things, because I did take a look at chapter 1 and I thought it really did have some good tidbits in there. So I can't wait to get in there and break that down. But for now, we will be speaking on behalf, of the heterosexual community. I do not know anything about the other communities, so I can only speak about the one I do know of. So we will be coming from that standpoint from here, right? If it apply, let it apply. But that's the angle that I'm coming from. If you guys want to come from a different angle, I'm open to that. As well.
All I know is it's straight and narrow. That's all I know. Bro. So I don't know.
That's all I know too, man. So what's up?
I don't know about coming from any angles, man. I'm just
Hey, I'm just saying I'm open. I'm open to, I want to make sure everybody being them true authentic selves. All right. So one of the things that he started off saying is, for some people who have what I call a more balanced sexual essence, sexual polarity doesn't really matter, right? They don't really want. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. So who is this not for? That's who we know who it's for. Who is it not for? You do not need this difference. And in this difference, I think he's talking about masculine and feminine. You don't need those things for love, but you do need it for ongoing sexual passion, right? So we're about to get into who this book may not be for. So if you hear and you fit the bill, you may not want to be here for this. All right. For some people who have what I call a more balanced sexual essence, sexual polarity doesn't really matter. They don't really want much passion and intimacy. They do not want a living tussle full of sexual inspiration and innuendos. They would rather have a civilized friendship full of love and human sharing without the passionate ups and downs. All right. And for those people, this book will be irrelevant, possibly even offensive. That's what the author actually put in there. Does any of y'all know anybody like that fit that type of build?
That's easily offended?
No. Somebody that's like kind of like, I'm cool. We cool just being friends. I don't need the emotional tussle of the passionate tussle up and down, in and outs. Like, we cool.
Hell yeah. Most of my coaches is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they just want to play the field. They ain't want no main thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a main thing, you have to change your lifestyle to adapt to theirs, and they didn't want to do change. A lot of people don't like change. You know what I'm saying? I don't like change. Shit, I use a debit card. You know what I'm talking
about? I bet that. Oh man, I missed somebody. Oh Lord, my favorite kings are on my TV. Hey family, welcome back. Thank you so much. More to love. Matter of fact, oh yeah, great suggestion there. Lee. Sorry, I think I forgot to show the book. The book that we're reading, which is,
what was the title?
Yeah. The Way of the Superior Man. That's what we're doing here. Yeah. Man, I cannot say his last name. How you say his last name, David? What's that last name?
Ramaswamy.
Dita.
Ramaswamy.
Data. I'm sorry, man. If I butcher your name, I only have a public school education. All right, so let's keep it rolling. All right, so now he gets into the core, our core, right? Which when he's saying our core, he's saying our sexual essence, right? And I think this has some truth to it. Let's see. Your sexual essence, he says, is your sexual core. All right. If you have more masculine sexual essence, you would, of course, enjoy staying home and playing with the kids. But deep down, you are driven by a sense of mission. You may not know your mission, but unless you discover the deep purpose and live it fully, your life will feel empty at its core, even if your intimate relationship and family life is full of love. All right, we'll stop there. What do you think Diz Riz about what he's saying here, man? If you're not like, we're cool with the dad and being the husband and everything, but if we don't find our purpose, that will feel empty.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I say F them kids, but whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different, but um I look at it like this. Like, sometimes if you take too long to figure out, you know what I'm saying, like yourself and what you want to do, you're gonna keep chasing a dream and you're gonna feel like ain't nothing happening for you. You know what I'm saying? But once you develop that mature sense and buckle down to one thing or a series of things, but you know what I'm saying, that one major thing that you want to do, you'll find more passion in life, have something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay. Wait a minute. Who this? Miss Shanti says hashtag FTK.
F them kids.
Oh, come on, Shanti. What is Dizzle, man? What do you think about what he's saying so far, man? He's saying that men have a sense of mission. And if we do not discover and dive into that thing and live it to the fullest, that we'll feel empty.
Yeah, I feel like he's basically saying that you can have a job and go do that 9 to 5 and come home and take care of your kids and live a happy wife, happy life type situation. That even though you do that, it's not it's gonna be like a void in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have, like, you might hate your job, so you gotta go out and do something that you actually love. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just caught up in the monotonous day to day, task going on, and then you know, and then it just gets boring after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I I just wanted to touch on Dizzle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
With like what Dizzle said, I totally agree with that because, like, a lot of things that a lot of people let a lot of stuff in life pass them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of good opportunities, they let pass up, and for people to do that, they just keep going around in circles, trying to chase their tail, and they don't end up with nothing. They're just miserable the rest of their life, But I think when people step out of the box, step out of that box and, try to seek other things, I think they tend to enjoy life a little bit better.
Okay. I think they're gonna dive into this one specifically. I know, um, in chapter one, they're gonna get a lot deeper. So I can't wait to get in there. Um, Now, let's see. It goes on to say, if you have more feminine sexual essence, your professional life may be incredibly successful, but your core won't be fulfilled unless love is flowing fully in your family or intimate life. Uh, Agree? Disagree? Dizzle.
What was that last part again?
Um, that if love isn't flowing fully in your family or intimate life, that you will feel unfulfilled.
Shit. Everybody wants to be loved, you know what I'm saying? So you just don't want to be going around uh, feeling lonely all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because if you feel lonely, you're gonna be depressed, and it might lead to other things, you know what I'm saying, that it don't need to lead to. But yeah, like, from what he's saying, I feel like, I think he's saying, just whether you're a man, woman, whatever, you just want to feel loved from somebody that, that comes from that place in your heart.
But actually, he said if you have a more feminine sexual essence, your professional life may be incredibly successful, but your core won't be fulfilled unless love is flowing in your family or um, intimate life. So I think this is geared towards those with more feminine essence.
Yeah, but I don't think we had touched on that part, but probably later on. But remember, he was talking about the part where, even though you could be a man, you gotta, you could still have more, more feminine. Your feminine could be higher than your masculine.
Okay.
So that,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And what do you think about what he said? You agree, disagree, Dizzer?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, it's just a human nature, to be loved. Everybody wants to be loved, but um if you don't have that love, you become a stone wall. You know what I'm saying? Like you tend not to trust things or trust people and just be like, what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just with the next one, let me find a new one, type shit, in your relationship, and you never settle down versus with that situation. Yeah, I see Dizzle changing. I was just about to tell him about that. But yeah, that's how I feel in regards to that. So everybody needs to be loved.
Okay. Okay.
I think that even like he said that with it's a feminine trait or having like feminine qualities to be loved. But I think everybody needs some type of love, some type of reassurance, some type of compassion or compromising. You know what I'm saying? To know that they're doing the right thing, or they just gonna keep doing the same dumb shit and never achieve a different result. So that's what I believe on that.
Okay. Okay. I agree with them. I think that it's more I mean, I think the ladies need the love more. I think it's more important to them because it's a feeling. And I think they're more in tune with their feelings. So I think that it would matter more to them than necessarily the men, because I think we can kind of put love to the side and still be objective about a lot of things. So I don't think that's our main driving force, but I do agree with that one. But we'll see. Hopefully he goes in there and he breaks it down a little bit better for us. But now he goes to the men, I believe. He says the mission or the search for freedom is the priority of the masculine, whereas the search for love is the priority of the feminine. Uh, did I skip something? Yes, I did. Give me a second. Wait, no, that was it. That was it. So so the mission is important, and the mission and the search for freedom is a priority for the masculine, whereas the search for love is the priority of the feminine. Do we agree or disagree with that, Desiree?
I kind of agree because in like in regards to developing that alpha male trait, you want to be, you want to be your individual. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like everybody else, so to speak. Some people do, but then we call them betas. But when it comes to like the alpha male trait,
Betas.
trying to find yourself, um, you trying to do it your way. And once you establish that 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 building block of your way, that's your way, that's the way you gonna move, so I totally agree with that.
Okay. Hey, and please do not be afraid. I really love to hear from you all. If you're in the comment section, you do not have to just sit here and watch us. You can participate, write something in the comment, whether you agree, disagree, break it down. Also, you know what? F it. I will open up the lines later on for you guys who don't mind being on camera. You can come up and talk about, whatever that we covered. Write it down, jot it down so you don't forget it. If you want to talk about it, go back over it, agree, disagree, or just want to add your flavor on it, your point on it, feel free to do so. You will have a time to do that. All right. Is that cool with you guys? Can we open the line later on? All right, cool. I'll drop the link for you all. So Dizzle, the mission for the search of freedom is the priority for the masculine, and love is the priority for the feminine. Agree, disagree?
Yeah, I agree because I feel like in the search for the masculine, I feel like, that person's already, once they reach that goal, the love is just gonna come, what I'm saying? Love is just another thing that's just gonna come with it. So I feel like you don't really need to worry about it because it's just going to come with the mission.
I would have to agree with you on that one. I think once you get your mission and you hit your what is important to you, then I think the love part will come later. I don't think that's our main goal. I think the mission definitely is the strong pulling force for the masculine. Both men and women exhibit feminine and masculine qualities. What do you say about that, Dizzel?
That's definitely true, man. I mean, there's so many ways you can go with that. I'll just touch on a couple. Just chatty patties, bitch assness. You know what I'm saying? It's
Snitch
just like,
ass niggas.
yeah. Just being, just all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't be a bitch ass.
All right, man. You heard Dizzle. Don't be a bitch ass. Diz Riz, man. What says you? Do you agree or disagree that both men and women exhibit both qualities?
Hey, I agree. I totally agree with that. Dizzle summed it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, it's men in the world that have beta male traits, where, it's always me, instead of, being a man and just, evaluating the situation and executing the situation, so to speak, So it's out there. So I totally agree with that. Both men, men and women have, feminine traits. Male,
Okay.
Masculine and feminine traits.
All right, bet. Now, which qualities he says are stronger will often show up in the entertainment you select as much as their preferred sexual play. All right. So what? Let's see what. So in the TV or in the entertainment factor, I think he speaks of men watching like MMA, football, any kind of sports or whatever. Whereas women might tend to watch soap
Lifetime.
operas, like Lifetime, love stories was a big one. Do you think that has any merit to it, Diz Riz, in the realm of whichever quality is stronger, that's the one, that's kind of where you go to with your entertainment?
I think I really believe that, on the masculine side, that a man will, what I'm saying, he's going to watch NBA, soccer, NFL, different MMA, sports of that nature, and I want to say at least three of those sports actually have women in those sports. So, so you're the best of both worlds with the same type of, gameplay, so to speak, in regards to that, but I think for a masculine male to actually sit back and watch, Lifetime soap operas, or so to speak, a chick flick. I think, and no disrespect to the women out there, but a female flick, something that they will watch. I think it's more or less a compromising situation. They the woman is trying to get out of that Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? She's actually trying to watch something and not get her, her hair messed up type thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is, and he's just compromising just to please her, just to give her time, and not to be selfish with it. That's what I believe in regards to it.
Okay. Mr. Christian says, yo, and also hashtag FTK. What did the kids do? I'm confused. I don't even know why they deserve this. Oh man. Big boy diamonds. No, sir. No, sir. All right. So all right. So yeah, man. I agree, dude. I keep it real here, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all all my business. I don't give a shit. Me and my wife can't watch certain shows. I.e. Tyler Perry. We can't never do it. We can never do it. Not that I'm a Tyler Perry person anyways, but sometimes we'll try to sit down and watch it, but man, Oh, we always get into a fight. We get into a fight
It's
over
the way he throw the story out there. It's the way he finagle the story.
Dude,
And it's always fast in the mail.
I gotta justify why this motherfucker over here cheating. I ain't did shit, but I gotta justify why he done did something. Now I'm in the doghouse because I'm like, yo, well, wait a minute. There's two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't trying to hear that. So yeah, no, Tyler Perry is banned over here. No Tyler Perry.
What Big Ma say is three sides to the truth. You know what I'm saying? So
you feel me?
You know, it is what it is. Like he always, I won't say always, but 99.9% of the time, he trying to bash that nigga for cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's always some up in there. It didn't help. The dude name was Marcus too. It's terrible. So all right, what do you think, Dizzel? Do you think that the entertainment kind of speaks based off of if you're more feminine or more masculine?
Yeah, this is probably like the only thing I gotta give just a little bit of pushback. I don't feel like, well, maybe he probably didn't use all the examples, but I mean, you know, it's I feel like it's okay to not, for a man not to watch sports or sports not be his thing. But you know, but the TV shows you watch gotta align with masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be watching Power, Sopranos, Wire. You know what I'm saying?
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be watching shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be watching no Real Housewives of Atlanta. Or
wait, hold on. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Potomac kind of, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with Potomac a little bit. They got some little cuties in there.
I like Atlanta for the ratchetness.
Atlanta for the ratchetness as well. And baddies. Like, I mean, because look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. But hold on, wait a minute. Let me justify it real quick. Hold on. I live drama free. I don't have any drama. There's no nothing, no drama at all whatsoever. So I'm you know, I need my dose of drama. You know what I'm saying? Without the consequence of the actual drama. You know what I'm saying? So I'll sit back and then you gotta look at this, man. Tasiki, god damn. Then you got Sapphire. God damn, you got some baddies that's on there. So it's good. It fulfills both of my needs, my urges in my loins to get my drama, and that's the left loin. And then the right loin is to see some beautiful women that sometimes go at it super hard, man. Do I get a pass for that?
Hey, I want to check it out the way you just described it. I'm about to write something down.
Let me ask you this though: is it cool? You know, with those guidelines, is it cool if the female or the lead character is a female, but she's like a badass, like, you know, like Griselda, you know what I'm saying, or Queen of the South or something like that?
Queen of the South? That's my shit. That's my shit. Yeah, I will watch that. You know what I'm saying?
See, I think that they don't have love in it. I think love was the thing that was for the feminine.
But the Queen of the South, though, she showed love. She showed compassion to her particular cartel. That's a whole nother podcast.
But what percentage of love was there versus violence?
I want to say it was 50-50. She loved her cartel. She took care of her people. She definitely did. You know, I would definitely recommend that.
No, not love, like general love. I mean, man and woman love. Like romantic. How much romantic?
It wasn't the boys type of love, you know, the show The Boys type of love, but it was almost there. It was close.
But the boys are not. It's okay because there's a couple that's in love. There's actually a couple couples that's in love, but I wouldn't categorize that as a love story though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's part of the show, but the main bulk of it is smashing people, ripping people, and scandals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would classify it. I wouldn't necessarily say it. If you ask me, describe The Boys, romantic comedy would not be one of them. Though I think it is kind of funny though, in there. But yeah, I wouldn't say romantic couple, even though Homelander was sucking on that sweet nectar. But yes, so and shout out to Steve for watching finally watching The Boys, man. He hit me up like, yo, why you didn't tell me this? It was a Nazi.
Yeah. Hey, that Nazi vision, she pissed me off. She got me upset. I was highly upset.
Hey, you can already tell though. You can already she plays. She tried to play it cool though, but yeah, she got handed.
Hey, when they first introduced her, you know what I'm saying? When they actually did the backstory, I was like, wait a minute. That was a
Yeah,
black dude. It reminded me of Emmett Till. It
yeah,
reminded me of the Emmett Till situation. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I was like, what? And then they brought it out later. I was like, no way. No way. That's why I
yeah.
had to text you.
Christian Ross said, "Baddies, baddies, baddies, shot a clock." Oh, I knew it. Baddies, baddies, shot a clock. Says Miss Shanti. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because they be having some pretty ones on there. Beforehand, they used to show the nipples a little bit. They stopped doing it now though, but they used to like either slip and then show it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do it anymore now, so they got classy. All right, so now the other one is preferred sexual play. Okay, he said, "Would you rather be sexual partners with a physically stronger, excuse me, physically stronger than you, or would you prefer to feel your lover's physicality our physical vulnerability? Would it turn you on more to pin your partner to the bed or to be pinned below your partner? So this is where I think the sexual play is he's talking about. Do you agree with that one, Mr. Dizzel?
Well, I feel like those more pertain to the man. Like, I feel like the woman will want to be pinned and be like physically dominated. I guess that's what he's trying to say. I don't want to be slapped around and thrown around. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in no MMA fight in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be soft and cuddly. Be soft and cuddly with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the. You know what I'm saying? If I need to, but if that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? But putting the hands on me and choking me and all that shit, that's a no go.
All right, man, your bedroom is boring as hell. All right, so basically what he was saying was the quality, whichever quality is stronger will show up in those things. So if you're more masculine, yes, exactly what you said, you'll probably be more the one pinning. If you're more feminine, you're probably the one being pinned. Um, what says you, Steve? Do you kind of agree with that as far as the preferred sexual play?
Oh, hey, I'm with Dizzle on that. Hey, ain't no slapping, ain't no choking me. You see how light skinned I am? I bruise easy as hell. You choke me, and then I'm punching the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just gonna bring it back to the Inglewood mentality. Like you touch neck and above, oh, it's on because that shit gonna show for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no getting away from that shit. So but I think in regards to like the domination, it's more or less. I would say the woman will want that more than the man, you know, unless he has a lot of feminine traits. I would say that.
Which is crazy because we actually talked about that. I don't know if y'all remember a while back when we gave like a list of 5 things that people prefer, like fantasies. And I know that bondage and some of those things. I think it was definitely on the women's side, but I want to say it might have been on the men's side as well. And then you got the whole, they have both sides,
I
but I
don't even
guess
like the police. I don't like to get restrained. Hell no, no, that shit ain't gonna happen. I'm claustrophobic.
how the police
No
get in here. Wait a minute.
bondage. You said bondage, handcuffed, restrained. Fuck no, no.
No more locked doors. Hey, yo, we gonna go ahead and keep this thing moving, man. Okay. Now this is the one that kind of drew me in here, and I'm sure he's gonna get later into the book. But differences should be magnified. Differences should be magnified. This is when he's talking about masculine and feminine poles, right? All right, so he says most people are forgetting that the sameness that works in the office does not work in intimacy for about 90% of couples. Those couples composed of partners with masculine and feminine essence. If sexual passion is to flow in this polarized intimacy, masculine and feminine differences should be magnified, not diminished in moments of intimacy. What do you think they're talking about there, Dizriz?
With that situation, I'm confused.
All right.
Like I mean, like so you saying, or what he's saying is that in the workplace is different than in the home, or what is he saying?
Yeah, so he's saying it's different. So he's saying that in the workplace, who's better, men or women? The PC answer.
I would say they're equal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Same, right?
hmm
The same does not work in an intimate setting. One
Gotcha.
has to be man, one has to be woman.
hmm
So that's what he's saying.
Okay. So I mean, I agree with him in regards to that. You know, the way it was put out. Um, I don't. I really can't even expound on it because that was a traditional way. You know, and normally in normal couple situations, that's how it rolls. You know, well, shit, and even in the other natures, you know, other sexualities, you know, they have one male dominant and one female dominant. So, um, pick your poison, but that's just how it rolls.
Yeah. And I say PC answer because
No, I get you. I get you.
well,
But
no,
I was
this
gonna say
not
that.
for you. Not for you. This is for them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The reason why I say PC answer is because all of us are prior military. So in our career fields, I at least know in ours, me and Dizzles, the majority of gender that you see is men in that field. And the women that are in that field can't really keep up a lot of the times with some of the stuff that we can do physically. So that's why I say, yeah, because I said who's better at it, and technically in a lot of the fields, the men are better if it comes down to physicality. So that's why I said the PC because our jobs kind of if we look at our jobs that way, and you know some of the jobs that we may have now, if we're lugging around, throwing around things, right? If it's more physical, that it may be the men that are more superior in that actual setting. So I just want to make sure. I'm not saying anything bad about the women. I love women. I'm just saying, you know, I just wanted to make sure we gave the right answer here. And Mr. Rawls says, in my career field as well. I wonder what's his career field? What's your career field, man? Please let us know. All right, Dizzle. What do you think about oh, hold on. I think he said something else. Dizzle DK about that.
Yes, I
What's,
do.
what's,
Yes, I do.
Oh,
I know.
don't know. Okay, I was like, what the DK stand for? Um, hey, keep it civil. Security for.
Hey, when I first looked at that, I thought this shit said Space Force. I was about to turn this shit off. I was about to
Yeah,
close my shit.
yeah.
Hey, Trav, stop before you make your brother mad, man. Stop that.
I don't want to put the business out there. Please don't do it. Don't do it. He's over there. I could just see him laughing behind the screen. Don't do it. Woosah. 2024. Bang bang. All right.
What
So
he was an MP? What was he? What was he?
he was a trainee. Yeah, we're gonna stop right there. All right, so let's all right, forgetting saying this. All right, did I ask you, Dizzle? Do you agree, disagree with that?
No, I agree. I think we saying is as far as like a heterosexual 100% on both sides couple, you know, you don't want to be fooling around. You know, when it's time to get intimate, you don't want to be fooling around with basically as somebody that has the same traits as you or acts just like you. You know what I'm saying? If that's your thing, you know what I'm saying, gotta be, you know what I'm saying, gotta be correct about these things. But
Well,
yeah,
no, because in the beginning we talked about it could be any type of couples as long as there's two poles,
oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Like even you know, even on. Damn, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but you know, there's the feminine, and then there's a you know a
masculine.
yeah, and but you know, but they're not really masculine. They just appear to be. So you know, I'm just sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, we're speaking more for the heterosexual community on this side anyway, so we you know we don't really have to dive into that one. All right, so Yeah. I mean, I think it definitely makes sense because you know, when you get in the bedroom, you don't want Mr. CEO, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you want honey, you know what I'm saying? You
Hey,
want my.
unless you want some role play, you know what I'm
I
Yeah,
saying?
mean,
like
that's
Let me
different
show you
though.
who the boss. Let me show you who
That's
the boss
different.
is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
drill sergeant. No, we don't do none of that over here.
Yes. Come here,
Chinese
girl.
reporting for orders. All right, so go ahead and I apologize to everybody in the audience that has to live. We have fun with each other, so you know we do this. Y'all just here, just watching it. We really talking to each other here. But yeah, all right. Let me keep this thing moving here because I do want to get enough time for some people to come in if they want to come in and talk about some things as well. Only thing is that you got to cam up. If you don't mind camming up, come on in. Any people? Okay, so yeah, so okay, so any people with true feminine essence manifest a whole range of disturbed psychological symptoms as their feminine energy dries up due to running excess masculine energy through their body, year after year in order to fit in the masculine style of work. Dizzle, agree, disagree, comment section, agree, disagree, what it do?
What I want to see what Trav has to say about that.
I feel like, yeah, some of these we
I want to
might
see what
lose some
Trav.
ladies here. We might lose some ladies on this one and it is not my intent to
I
offend
know.
any. I'm just simply reporting what he wrote.
Usually, Shanti is a little bit more vocal. She ain't.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Ashanti, what do you
It's
think about?
by now. You know what I'm saying?
Say again.
I said she would have been chimed in by now.
Well, no, she quiet as hell. What are you talking about? All she says, I'm gonna piggyback off of
Oh, that's. Oh, I'm
what's
thinking.
yeah, that's the shot. Yeah,
I'm
she's the
thinking about.
piggybacker. Yeah, no.
What's
Uh,
your
I'm
dish
shocked
list?
I don't see K in here. That's what I was looking for too. Was K? Say speak up, K. If you in, I know she would have said something if she was in here already. But yeah, what do you think about that? I'll read it again. Any people with true feminine essence manifest a whole range of disturbed psychological symptoms as their feminine energy dries up due to running excess masculine energy through their bodies year after year in order to fit in the masculine style of work. Woo.
He's basically saying you're driving yourself crazy being something that you're not. You know, shit. I mean, you know, you got that person. That's basically he's basically saying that person's not balanced, and this is what the book is about: is finding that balance in between. You know, what I'm saying in between masculine and feminine.
Okay. Diz Riz, man, what do you say about what he said?
Well, I guess I'm gonna piggyback off of Dizzle. I'm gonna do a Shanti and piggyback off of him. Yeah, I totally agree with that though. People trying not to be, trying to be something that they're not, and that's what creates the issues.
Yeah, I'm going to go a different angle on this one. I think that what's happening is so, yes, if a woman is running off of masculine energy, yes, her feminine is going to dry up. So what I think that's pointing to is to men to bring women into their feminine and out of their masculine. That's what I think is going on there.
Until she come across a real ninja.
Yes.
She come across a real dude.
Well, not even that. I mean, it's well, not even that. It's just somebody who. So I think this is going to be designed to build an understanding about women, true feminine nature. I'll say that true feminine nature, and I think that it's going to try to equip us with the knowledge on how to handle such a creature. Because I don't think that a lot of us know exactly how to tame this beast. So what happens is, or at least in a long-term relationship, right? Because in the long-term relationship, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs, and you're going to experience every emotion from said feminine woman. right? So I think that it's going to try to guide us to how to deal with those things, as well as tempering down some stuff of our own as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that if we're unsettled, if our foundation is shaky, how can we add support? So that's kind of what I'm thinking he's going at with that one. Now, any people with masculine essence seeking to fit in with the feminine style of cooperation and energy flow disconnect from their sense of life purpose and inhibit their deep truth and afraid of consequences of being authentic and their own masculine core. Hence, the frequent complaint about too many ball busters and wimps. Agree or disagree? Agree with that, Dizrez?
I kind of agree with it. You know, in regards to it, in regards to like what you said, I agree with it.
Okay. What about you, Dizzle?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Well said. Well said. I think I agree with it as well. And this is what I'm hearing, right? What I'm hearing is what we were saying on the King of Spades and the Queen of Spades when we got on there with the ladies, right? Women are too hard, men are too soft, right? That's essentially, if you look anywhere on YouTube where they're discussing men and women, those are the complaints, right? So what this is basically saying is that, yes, because everybody's out of whack right now. So for instance, no man wants a woman that's super masculine, right? Trying to, due to the fact that they got to fit into the workplace, and they're just running on masculine the majority of the time. No man wants that, but no woman wants a female, right? Who's just pleasing, who's like, okay, no backbone, just whatever you want. I don't care. What do you want to do? Right? Like no woman wants that. They want a real masculine man. So these are the conversations, and this is why I wanted to change up what we were doing here, because this is essentially what is happening. But nobody has the answers, right? There's no way to navigate this thing. So I think that this is something that's going to happen. It's going to help navigate this type of terrain that we're seeing now everywhere on social media, where the men and the women just can't seem to get along, right? All right, so that's what I got from this. Hence, no ball busters and no wimps. The next one is all spine and no heart. All right. That's another topic that he was going to bring up, I guess. It says it is time to evolve beyond the macho jerk ideal, all spine and no heart. It is also time to evolve beyond the sensitive and caring wimp ideal, all heart and no spine. Heart and spine must be united in a single man, and then gone beyond in the fullest expression of love and consciousness possible, which requires a deep relaxation into infinity openness of the infinity. Something might have been infinite openness of the present moment, and this takes a new kind of guts, the way of the superior man. What says you, Dizzle? Agree, disagree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what I get for what he's saying is you can't just be the hardest motherfucker on the block at all times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't be waking up banging on breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on the flip side, you can't just be in there just, you know what I'm saying? Bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta find the middle ground and equal those out. So that's why I get what he's saying.
Okay. And what says you, Steve, on that front?
I said the same thing in regards to you got to know how to balance it, because if you don't balance it, you're gonna end up, falling into one of those traits, and then you just gonna get ran through, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna get ran out or you're gonna run her out. Simple as that. Because it's gonna eventually she's one is gonna fold, and they just gonna want to leave because they don't want to deal with it no more.
Yeah.
And that's where you get the issues. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I hear that. Yeah, I think you guys are right, man. I think it's the ideal of just you know, the macho jerk, like he said, and then the wimp. I think it's definitely a balance, like you all said. So I definitely I'm rocking with that, man. All right, so I did drop the link in the chat. If you would like to join in, all you have to do is call in. Make sure you have your cams on, and you can come in and talk about anything that we just went over. We haven't gotten into it, so no spoilers on the book. If you have read it already, please do not throw any spoilers in there. But yeah, so far, based off of the intro, Diz man, where do you think this book is going? What do you think is going to happen here?
I think he's spot on, in regards to, breaking down the different species, the male and female. I think he's on point when it comes to it. For the things that because I've been listening to the audiobook or the video on YouTube, and some of the things I agree with, some things I don't, in regards to it. I think some of the things tailored to certain, certain cultures, but I'm pretty sure we get into that later. But overall, from what I hear though, it's pretty good. It's a listen. It's good. It's a good listen. Hey,
I was thinking, yeah, I was saying I agree with you, man. I think you're spot on with that. I'm curious to see where it goes, because I was actually looking up, like, man, where do I start? What kind of self help books? What do we have? Definitely geared towards men. So I was looking up on YouTube, and this was one of the books that kept popping up. So I was like, okay, let's see what's up with it. Let's see what's up with it. So yeah, I'm interested to see, because I really think that it's going to have a good, like I said, a good foundational build for men. And again, I think that in today's society, um, with the push to be everybody be the same, I think we're kind of losing who we are as men. You know what I mean? And not the macho jerk like they were talking about in the book, but really like what it is now. You know what I'm saying? What's going on now? How is everything going and moving and shaking and grooving? Because this is not back then, right? This is not back then type of world that we're living in. So because the world's changed, men and women have changed, right? The roles have changed, so now, I think we're struggling to figure out where do we fit in and how do we handle the new type of relationships that's going on now. So yeah, I think for me it would be a freaking maze, because you have, from what I'm hearing, people want um traditional relationships in a modern society, um or why they upgrade to modern, right? So then there's an imbalance. So I think that it's going to kind of help build a strong core for the men to deal with some of these things as well. Dizzle, what do you think about the intro so far, and what do you think is going to happen later on down the road?
I like the intro. I think he's setting you up for just to really expect what is coming in the future of the book. I feel like he's gonna show you what a super macho man or whatever is, and then he's gonna show you how to calm that down, and then he's gonna show you what a what I'm saying, a wimp, as he would say, is. And he's gonna show you how to be more of a real one, and then he's gonna tie it all in together at the end of the book.
Not be a real one. It's only one person I know is a real one. Yeah. Hit dog will holler. All right, so it doesn't seem like anybody's wants to come up and chat with us. So
Bring your ass up in here.
hey man, hey, some people are shy, you know what I'm saying? And they may not, they may be still in their work clothes, and
or they smoke Reggie. You know what I'm
Or they
saying?
smoke Reggie. There it is, right there. Anywho, I definitely I'm not gonna keep you guys here that long since nobody's jumping in and chopping up with us. We'll go ahead and head out of here. But I definitely do want to thank I want to thank Steve for coming through, and I want to thank the one and only Mr. Dizzel for coming through as well, man. I'm really looking forward to implementing some of the things that are coming out of this book, and hopefully there could be a shift that could be seen from people that could get an understanding that maybe this might be a good book to pick up and look at. So hopefully I'll be able to exhibit some of those changes and be able to share some of those things that are that's going through in my life. Because I'll be honest with you, there was a book, the person I read before this book, he made some changes. He definitely made some changes, and so I'm interested to see where this one can go. So somebody gotta hold on. Let's see. He says you can look like a nigga named Reggie. What the hell? All right, I'm sorry, you look like a nigga named Reggie. Damn. Shots fired. Would you like to retort to that? I believe that was pointed at you, Dizzel. I'm not. Would you like?
All those sticks and seeds he be smoking get to his head, man.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna just leave it alone, man. We good, man.
Yeah.
Peace and love, brother. Peace and love. It's Black History Month too, man. Why you shooting shots at your boy? Come on, man. We're supposed to be together.
Wait a minute. This reminds me of Call of Duty all over again, dude. Wait, you shot shots at him. What are you talking about?
No, I just asked him to politely come up in here, man. That's all.
Yeah, you said he was smoking on some Reggie.
I mean, at least you smoking. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I hear that. All right, in the spirit of Black History Month, we're going to keep it moving in. So, yeah, I mean, you got anything to close out, Dizzel, before we get up out of here?
No, let's finish up. Let's finish our month out strong, man. We don't need no violence amongst ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep the peace. We only got 15 more days. You know what I'm saying? Let's just non-violent.
There it is. And Mr. Rawls said lack of accountability. Mr. Diz, Riz, ENT, man, you got anything for us before we get up out of here, good sir?
Man, after what Dizzel and Trap was just going through, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody just enjoy the rest of this month.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because we didn't see Trap done got on his ass plenty of times in
I was like, you don't want Trap to get in because
you don't want Trap. You don't want Trap.
Come on, Trap.
No, he had Dizzel crying one day, man. No, we don't need to repeat that. He was over there. He was in a corner. He was in Kim in that little room that he always in. He closed the door. He was in there weeping. So we don't want no more problems with Trap, man. But again, man, I want to thank Steve and Dizzel for coming through, man, as well as the comment section for coming through and doing your thing as well, man. I really do appreciate y'all coming through and doing your thing. Yeah, I guess we out of here, man. Any last words, anybody?
Hey, we doing this shit weekly. Hey, tune in. Be there, be square.
There it is. Hey, we're gonna start getting into some chapter 2 or part 2. Check out part 2, man. Just take a little glimpse on there. I'm a little nervous about part 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. just take a little glimpse. But all right, man. Hopefully, we'll be able to get into it next time, and it can give us some good information, man. Until next time, man. Y'all take it easy and be safe out there. Peace out.